And there we have it, 4th in the league again. What a good feeling it is to wake up today. Win last night, 4th in the league. Lingard is firing on form. It's good. It's feeling good, isn't it? You can't help but smile and enjoy it. And I think that's what I've sort of decided to do a little bit now. I've been enjoying it all this time, don't get me wrong. But whilst I have been enjoying it up to this point, my expectations and my hopes of the season have been increasing game by game. Every time we win, I'm thinking, all right, now we're going to get top 10. Now we're going to get top 8. Now we're going to get top 6. And it got to the point where last week I'd have been disappointed if we don't finish in a European spot this season. However, with the news of the Declan Rice injury, while it is good to see him back in the training ground today, not running around or anything of course, but on the machinery and stuff, but he's still expected to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, but he's already back in the rehab and whatever, trying to get fit, and I hope we don't rush him back too soon. It's important we get him back ASAP, but you don't want to risk a bigger injury for Declan and ruin his chances of making the Euros or anything like that. So I hope we see him back before the end of the season. Even just the final 3 games would be massive for us, because those 3 games are very winnable on paper as well. And if we could just remain with a chance of European football before then, you just never know. But anyway, back to what I was saying, I'm just going to enjoy it, because whatever happens now, even if we finish 7th or 8th and we don't get European football, it's still been a really good season given our expectations at the start of the season. So I'm just going to try and enjoy it and not get too disappointed if we don't qualify for European football. But hopefully City can do us a bit of a favour at the end of the month, win the Carabao Cup and give that European slot to 6th place in the Premier League, and then hopefully someone in the FA Cup does it as well to give 7th that one. But we shall wait and see. But anyway, last night, good win, good result. But Jesse Lingard, I've got a couple of man crushes. I think I've got to confess another one here in Lingard, because he's just a joy to watch. And I think I love him as much as I love Dimitri Payet. It might be Dimitri Payet was maybe love, and this is maybe a bit more of a crush, if you like, a bit more of lust. But every game I watch him play, Jesse Lingard, I just love him that little bit more. He's just a joy to watch. Now I'm not saying they're both, I'm not comparing them ability-wise, because I thought Dimitri Payet for that season was world-class. I did think he was unbelievable. He's probably the best West Ham player I've ever seen play live. But while Jesse Lingard's not that good, I think he is just as influential in this West Ham side. Jesse's possibly got better players around him. Certainly in some positions he does, centre midfielder being the big and obvious one. But the way that Lingard can impact the game is just similar to the way Payet can impact it, in my opinion. Whenever West Ham played in 2015-16, I used to sit and think, let's get the ball to Dimitri Payet. And when we did get to Dimitri Payet, I thought, what are you going to do? Because you didn't know, but you also believed he could do anything at any time during that game. You felt he could do something. Any defence he could unlock, any goalkeeper he could score past. And I used to get excited to watch Dimitri Payet play. I was excited to see him doing his stuff out on the pitch like that. And he was almost worth the entry fee alone, turning up to West Ham, paying your money just to watch Dimitri Payet. And Jesse Lingard's got a little bit of that about him. Like I said, I'm not comparing the ability. I don't think Lingard's world class at that. But he's just as influential, and he's just as exciting for me at the minute. Whenever we watched, last night when I was watching him, every time we got the ball, I was thinking, can we get the ball to Jesse Lingard? When Fornals went forward, Bowen went forward, whatever, I was hoping we'd get it to Lingard, because I thought he was our best chance of making something happen. Another goal last night, and what a goal it was too. The run was superb. Antonio's distracting run was brilliant as well, but the finish was just calm, composed, on his weaker side as well. And then the assist for Jared Boyd is just unbelievable. The more times you watch it, the more unbelievable it gets, really. He's got 3-4 Wolves players around him, and it looks like he's almost losing control of the ball, but yet he still finds a slick through ball to Jared Boyd. I don't think he was that good in the second half. I thought he lost the ball a few times. I mean, he shouldn't have done. I think there was one time Martin Noble gave it to him. If he turned around and ran, he's probably through and goal, but he tried to skin a Wolves player and lost it. But whenever the defence has the ball, even when he's inside our own half, he's just better. He's just better than the players around him. He'll pass it back to the defender, lay off the defender, keep the possession when we're in pressure. If he gets in the middle third, he can dribble 10-15 yards with it. He probably gets tackled, might win a throw-in or something. But he just moves the team up the pitch a little bit. And he's such a good footballer as well. He's just wonderful to watch. And he gets frustrated at times. You can tell he's frustrated at times. The amount of times we were clearing the ball and you could see him waving his arms around a little bit, saying, why are we doing that? Let's just keep the ball down. You can tell he's used to playing for Man United in England, two sides that, yes, okay, Man United hasn't been as good in recent years and stuff, but they've still tend to dominate possession. They tend to win games. And you can see he's got that mentality about him. He doesn't want to be defending for 90 minutes, and you can see there's a bit of frustration with him when his teammates aren't quite up to speed as he is. And I do think he is better than most of our players. But it's just a joy to watch him. It really, really is just a joy to watch Jesse Lingard. Will we get him? I don't know. There's more and more stuff coming out. Every time he has a good game, rumours are there's another 5 million slapped on his head and so on and so forth. But I guess every single time we see him play, I just think, well, why would he not want to be at West Ham next season? Why would he not want the team built around him? Because the team is built around him at the minute. When he was tiring in the second half, last 20 minutes, half an hour, we shifted Jared Bowen over to the right, took Ben Rama on for the left, and left Jesse Lingard up front. It was like, you're knackered, but we're still not taking you off. We're leaving you up front. And maybe if Moyes had another substitution, because he had that forced one with Antonio, maybe if he had another substitution, he would have took Jesse Lingard off. I don't know. But the one thing I loved about him yesterday, the one thing I loved a lot, but I mentioned it in the review last night with Gonzo, the thing that made me smile a lot was actually his time wasting. Because that time wasting thing, it's not about Jesse Lingard, it's about the team then. What he's doing there is he's making sure he's helping the team get 3 points. He doesn't have to do it. If anything, I don't think we do it enough sometimes, the time wasting stuff, the dark side to football. But in that corner, he's holding the ball for a throw-in. He's not picked up in open play. He's holding the ball for a throw-in. Michael Oliver's told him, get on with it. And he just stands there thinking, I'm not hurrying at all. Sees him taking a yellow card and he throws it, knowing that full well that he's going to have to get the ball back. And then he's time wasting again, and at the end he's sat down and Eto's come over to have a pop at him. And I just thought, this is a guy that's bought in to what Moyes is doing at West Ham. This is a guy who's come into the change room and he's gone with the lads straight away like that. He's buying into the ethos, and you get the feeling that he wants West Ham to do well. You get the feeling that he wants West Ham to get Champions League football. Because sometimes with loan signings, they can come in, they don't necessarily buy into the football club because they are only there short term. And now Jesse Lingard may only want to be here short term. He might not want to be here beyond the summer. He might have aspirations to go back to Manchester United. But while he is here, he's given 100% by what we're seeing on the football pitch. And that time wasting thing to me suggested that he's buying into sort of the long term of West Ham beyond what is currently his long term deal. That Jesse Lingard's departing at the end of the season as it stands, but he's buying into something that will be here for longer, which is hopefully European football. What a player. Love him as much as the influential Dimitri Payet. Also, earlier today, Craig Dawson has been confirmed as a West Ham player after last night's game meant that he triggered a clause in his contract, so he becomes a permanent fixture of the West Ham team. I think he's been a little bit iffy recently. I think he's missing Ogbonna, which is okay. You're allowed to do that. You're missing your best centre-back and the other one struggles a little bit. It's not too concerning. The defence is a bit concerning. The Dawson-Diop partnership is a bit concerning. And if we didn't have Jamie Vardy next up, I think I'd be tempted to change one of them and put Balbuena in. But we need Ogbonna back fast. Hopefully he'll be back for the Newcastle game, the game after the Leicester one. Hopefully Ogbonna will be back for that one, because I do think we are really starting to miss him. But Dawson, confirmed hammer, and I think he deserves a move. I think it's a clever signing. But if a centre-back became available, a big centre-back came available in the summer or something like that, and we wanted to go get one, I think it'd be okay. I think that would be good. Like I said, I think Dawson's had a brilliant season, but do I think he's one of the best in the Premier League? Not really. And I'm not just saying this because he's not being in great form. On the forum channel the other week, there was talk of Dawson for England, and I said I don't think he's good. He's not good enough for England, in my opinion. And I stand by that. Like I said, good player for West Ham, and I think he's done much better than I expected. The last 3 or 4 games, though, I think he's been a bit shaky and he's been missing a bonus. So hopefully we can get our Italian stallion back soon. Anyway, I'm going to disappear. I've got plenty of videos coming this week because we've got a bit of a sponsorship deal at Hamish Chat, thanks to the guys over at 5 Yards. So myself and Gonzo, it's transfer based, and we basically spend an online budget. If it's basically a Football Manager, something like that, you go on, they've got scout reports, we have a look, we pick our players and we spend our budget. We've got 3 videos, so the first one's me and Gonzo, the other 2 are both live ones, so we'll tell you about them coming up, because we need you guys to get involved, help spend the virtual kitty. Anyway, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're around here, and I'll catch you in a bit.